Yes, sir.
Real fucking tired.
No prosperity for you.
Okay, so tonight, it's a terrier, a transphobic terrier named J.K. Growling. Okay,
What's his name?
J.K. Growling.
Nice.
J.K. Growling.
That's pretty
the
good.
Ashtray came up with that one.
That's right. It is a little
Transphobic
fucking
terrier.
Shih Tzu.
Yep.
Fucking doesn't like those trannies.
Fuck him. As Ashtray says in the mouth. All right. My wife said she's not getting any sound.
All right
It's
there,
fine.
bud?
Yeah. Well, I stopped
We're not
streaming
streaming it. Ted.
and
I know.
and also I fixed the sound thing. I've got so many things fucked up right now.
It
Thanks
doesn't matter.
for the
This
feedback.
This
is
ship is
recorded.
always half sinking.
Let's
All
just
right.
record it.
Only our greatest
Right.
fans
No,
will
that's
listen
fine.
to this one.
Okay, so tonight we're talking about prosperity theology, or this it's also known as prosperity gospel, health and wealth gospel, gospel of success, or seed faith. This kind of
faith.
seed faith. Yeah, that's like the newest shit. This came out in the late 20th century from some Pentecostal guys. And it was this whole little. This is because they believe in like positive thought, like you can pray your way to health and everything else, to health and
Well, you can
whatever.
pray the gay away, so I mean,
You can.
why not?
Yeah. But it really started coming to fruition in
You should
America.
look into
around-
that, Ashtray.
Ashtray's been
Yeah.
trying. Jesus just doesn't have the penis for me.
Does not have the penis. God fucking damn it. Around the 1950s, something started happening in America. There started having these tent revivals outside. You all ever been to a tent revival?
Absolutely not.
It is the worst thing. I mean, you have an air conditioned church right there, but these motherfuckers have an old ass tent, and that's where you hold service. It is so.
They do it out in the
Goddamn.
heat like your wedding, where it's like you're just fucking dripping and dying.
Hey, it was
You'll
not
believe in
supposed to be that
anything.
goddamn hot. Okay, it was not supposed to be.
Oh,
that
it wasn't
hot.
your fault, but I can imagine it
Oh,
was
my
under a
God.
tent like that, where it's like you having
Yeah,
sermon,
yeah,
like,
pretty much, yeah. And that's
oh
what you have in
Lord,
church.
So what the fuck's the
Um,
point of doing it in a tent?
you get hot, delusional.
Well, I'm thinking, I don't know, but that's when they started holding church, and it was a whole little thing they did back in those days. I didn't look up why they had revivals. I
Yeah,
just looked up
okay.
the main. This is where it started.
It's like
started coming
camping.
about, yeah, that's sort of. And then you get this guy Oral Roberts. I don't know if y'all have heard of him. Oral Roberts University.
Yeah. Okay.
He came about and he started preaching this whole wealth, faith equals wealth thing. God wants you to be happy, he wants you to be healthy, he wants you to be wealthy. And the more you have faith in him, the more you believe, the more those things come to you. He also started a direct mailing. What was it called? Mailbox system, whatever. So he mails you something, you send them back some money, and that's planting a seed.
He's like, here's a Bed Bath and Beyond coupon. Now send me money.
But it's like you planting a seed, and then you'll get that money back. Like God will do something for you, get you more money or whatever. And then in the 60s, you start having televangelism because TVs are more prevalent.
Was
But
Jerry Falwell one of these guys? Was he
Yes.
in your name? Okay,
Yes.
I didn't know if the name was right. I heard that name.
yeah. Before that, you had the radio. But now that you have TV, you can see these guys. And Oral Roberts was supposedly a real charismatic preacher. He dressed nice, had the money. At the height of his shit, he was worth $110 million.
Damn. And when was that?
So what?
When was that? When was he around?
He started in the 50s and he was around until like 2000 and like something.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the one that started Oral Roberts University. I mean, he did do some good. He started university. He had a college, the medical, bunch of medical facilities. This is not.
Boom.
Boom, boom, boom. I had to go for my next page on my thingy. So this is not. It is a very popular in Christianity nowadays with this whole televangelist thing. But who was this? Yes, the Coalition. God damn it, what's the name of it? Yeah, the Gospel Coalition. If you go to the website, they don't believe in prosperity gospel, and they actually think they try to tell you why it's false gospel. One of the things is it equates because if you don't have material things, some pastors can equate that to you being sinful or not being doing what God wants you to do because
You're sinful because you don't have wealth. Boy, ain't that some shit.
Yeah.
You poor bastard. You're already sinful for not even having anything.
yeah. So they
Where'd the whole meek will inherit the earth go? Yeah, because we're gonna all be in heaven. You poor bastard.
yeah with their money. Should have lost my place. I'm also high as fuck. I'm so glad we're recording. You can edit all this shit out.
I'm not
Yeah.
editing shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oracle
you're a
get,
bad
Oracle get right
friend.
on that, you know. Fucking always got
You're
shit on the cutting room
bad
floor.
friend. Okay,
Just
so
like he
if you
saved me all those times I was talking about what's his face.
No, you fucking made your bet on that
Oh
one.
yeah, I made my bet on that.
so the Gospel Coalition, they believe also that the prosperity gospel, it's kind of weird that they're trying to use it's like prayer as a tool to force God to give you what you want. And also this whole like equivalating like good life with having wealth. It just doesn't, that's too much. That's too much.
It's
Too much.
it's like a really weird spin on fucking self-help. Like we did that show on the Wantrepreneurs or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's like a fucking like mutated fucked up version that's tapping into
it also
people's
sounds
God
similar
fucking
to what do they
thing.
call? I don't know what the broad term for it is, but people who are like, well, yeah, you know, if you really want something, you can manifest it.
Right.
You know, and it's just like,
isn't that like The Secret or some shit?
The Secret, yeah.
oh, yeah, I think you're right. Where it's like, there's a difference between manifesting something and just working fucking hard and then eventually.
Well,
you
see,
get somewhere.
just like you said with that manifesting, that it was I didn't go into like the early history of it, but that's where it kind of came from. These pastors back in the day, they were breaking off into that's why you have like Pentecostal this and that, all those other shit. They were breaking off into different beliefs, and in the Pentecostal church, they started having this positive belief system to where if you believe it and you have God with you, it'll make it happen. So it's I think now added the religion is even worse.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because then people just get kind of mental about it. I mean, they're already mental about it, but then they get super fucking mental about
and this
it.
this mail system that he had about sending people things like, hey, you send me money, God will bless you type thing. There was a lot of poor people and a lot of like people of color and stuff were taking that muscle. So we're gonna go into some of these guys and see how much they're worth. Actually, I don't know if you know any of these guys. Kenneth Copeland.
I've heard of that dude.
Okay, so Kenneth, you remember if you during the COVID, there's a little video going around during COVID
Got a picture
where he blew.
Shit, we can't see it, can we?
He blew COVID away. But there's a guy. There was a guy.
That's
he put
right.
metal to it. He put like a metal beat to it. It was dope as fuck to the whole little fucking.
Put a beat.
Kenneth Copeland, how much do you think he's worth?
300 million.
300. You're looking at it, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I guess 300 million.
How are you, sir?
It's 300 million. I'm sorry. I'm on the yours truly thing. I got let me add this to the thing.
Is that Kenneth Copeland? Is that
is Kenneth Copeland? Yes,
yeah,
that's him.
right.
Yeah,
he looks evil as fuck.
So in that actual clip you showed, he was under fire because he said that God wanted him to have a plane, and they were like, "Why does God want you to have a plane?" And him and another televangelist named Jesse Duplantis, who was another old fucking white guy, they were talking about how you couldn't, can you imagine being stuck in that aluminum tube with those demons? And he got a lot of flack for saying that God wanted him to have a plane. There's a few of these people who wanted, like Creflo Dollar. Said the guy wanted to have a plane, and when he's preaching, he's like, "Don't worry about what God want me to have a plane. God want me to have a plane." And I'm like, and people are clapping and cheering, and I'm like, "What are y'all retarded? I mean, why does this nigga get a plane?" I'm like, "What the fuck? I want a plane."
Because they want a plane. It's kind of that same like why people back Donald Trump or the people, especially the ones who signed up for his college, they really thought I could be like Donald Trump.
Awesome, cool. Pat Robertson. You ever heard of this guy?
Yeah, he's like
Pat
kind of
Robertson,
like he's like
crazy
the
old white.
Isn't he
Yeah.
the 700 Club or
700 Club? Crazy old white guy. How much you think that crazy bastard is worth?
Oh, that guy. He's probably
700
worth
million.
No, he's only worth 7. I guess I would say for the 700 Club, you think so, but no, he's only worth 100 million.
Fucking poor bitch.
Yeah.
There's one more. Okay, look, this is what last one we'll go over. This is a chick, and this is the you want to talk about like wealth inequality, like the wage gap and shit.
Yeah.
Look up, Google a picture of Joyce Myers. First off, this bitch looks like the Joker.
Joyce Myers.
Yeah, JoyceMeyer.
Okay, yeah.
The Joker, bro.
I can see that a little bit, definitely. That fucking smile, man.
I
Look
know, right?
Hold on, let me bring this one up.
I know, right? Look at that shit.
Look
Here's
at
a dance
that.
with the devil in the pale moonlight.
Oof.
Ugh.
That is a creepy
has some
ass
work done.
smile.
Okay, how
That
much you think
bitch
she's
looked like she's murdered a homeless man just to watch him die. Look at her.
You'll be
God
with
told her
soon,
to.
honey.
Yeah, she's like one of those fucking realtors who won't stop calling. No, we don't want to look at the house again.
my
How much do you think she's
God.
worth, fellas?
122 million.
She's 300 million.
She's only worth 8 million.
62.
Oh.
80?
8?
8, yeah.
Oh, 8.
Like the men, most of the men are like the lowest guys are like 30 and 50, and those are 2 black guys, Creflo Dollar and TD Jakes. They're like 30 to 50 range, and none of the women I've seen are like crack like $10 million.
Well, yeah, because they're women. I mean,
Well, yeah, but yeah.
God doesn't want them to have more
women
than
are
10 million.
inferior.
Okay. So then there's this guy. His name is Peter Popoff. Have you all ever seen that those late night infomercials where it's the spring water, the miracle spring water? You have y'all seen those?
No, I don't think so.
I put the commercial in the
In the thing.
outline. Yeah, it's a minute and 40 seconds long. I mean, it's that whole he tells you about the spring water, and then he's holding his microphone of the people in the crowd who said they tried the spring water, and then they got a check for $25,000 in the mail.
All right, so we got to see this shit. Hold on.
Yeah,
These are commercials?
This is a real infomercial. It's not a joke.
Man.
This is real.
Just lay back and take it.
Popoff wants you to know that God can reverse every negative verdict in your life. You don't
Every
have to
negative
live a life
verdict?
sentence
Yeah,
of lack
everyone.
and defeat. You can
Yeah.
be free to enjoy all
Pray
of
the dead away,
God's
baby.
richest blessings. That's why He wants to send you your free packet of Miracle Spring Water.
Oh
Your
my
point
God,
of contact for
this
the
is
miracle you
amazing.
need. Now
Yeah.
in a
I
larger
think I do
size.
remember.
I had
Yeah.
been in 2 car accidents, and the doctors kept saying, well, here, you got to take painkillers. I used your miracle spring water, and it's gone.
The banks told me that I could not.
Oh my God,
We're
look.
gonna talk about
That
that.
Prayed, I
morphine in
believed,
it?
I followed every instruction, and on May 26th, we closed on our dream home.
Which is a
Stop
double wide,
settling
by
on
the way.
less and reach for God's
That's when
best.
I doubled
God is a
down
God of
on the
more.
Adderall.
And
It's a
now there's more
Volvo.
Miracle Spring Water in a new, larger packet.
You had
Yep.
sent me the water and I used it.
Oh.
You told me I was going to get a check for $7,000. Sure enough, I got a check in the mail. It was exactly
Oh, yeah?
$7,000.
Exactly.
Another check
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Who the fuck
$4,700
sent
for me
the
to move
check?
to New York City. Glory to God. Supernatural wealth transfer.
Leave it to the black sheep.
Supernatural wealth transfer.
I'll send you the instructions.
Praying
I'll
so
tell you
long
how
for
to
that
use it
supernatural.
to see total victory in every
Wow.
area of your life.
Act now. Call the number on your screen today and get your
That's like 80s Rihanna.
Miracle Spring Water.
80s Rihanna.
Isn't it amazing to
was.
see what God is doing?
Okay, you can edit it. It's over.
Holy
It's
fucking
Okay.
shit.
So that was that commercial is probably like 10 years old. I can't remember when I started saying it. And he's old as fuck right now. But he was actually doing this
wants you to
back
know
in the
that God
80s.
can reverse every negative
He was in
verdict
the
in your
the
life.
Tammy, Faye, Jimmy Baker days.
Yeah, I think I
Um,
remember him from like the early 90s.
And he was actually debunked by a guy named James Randi. He's a Canadian-born magician.
Oh, I've
He
heard
went
of
by
that
the,
guy.
went by the Amazing Randy. and after he got a little older, everything else in his career, he started wanting to investigate paranormal, occult, and supernatural claims that he collected, that he called like people. Like it's bullshit. And Jesse Duplantis, not Jesse Duplantis, shit. Peter Popoff, he had at his little his sermons and everything else, these big engagements he had in arenas and stuff. He was telling people that God was talking to him. So he'd be, what's your name? God, tell me your name is like Gretchen or whatever, and go up to some lady and grab her out or go up in the crowd, and he'd be able to tell what he'd be able to tell everything about her, pretty much. And he said that's because God was talking to him. So these guys, so Randy and his team, they went in, and what they decided to do, they said if God was talking to him, then it must be then God must have a frequency. And they found out the frequency was like 37.9 hertz.
Yeah, there was someone talking.
And they also found out that God sounded just like his fucking wife.
How convenient.
Yeah, have you ever seen the movie Fletch Lives?
No.
Chevy Chase.
Chevy
they
Chase.
make fun of it. They
Yeah.
make fun of it, and they do that exact thing where they like get the information while they're standing in line.
Well, yeah,
like,
his
people
wife is
come and they'll get like the personal information and then like feed it to them live, basically. That's funny that it actually happened. I didn't know it was an actual thing though.
Oh yeah. When they brought this to his attention and everything else, he said that they'd hired actors and put it over his wife's voice, and put it in and said that was his wife and shit. But a lot of people say his shows were kind of dangerous because he would like you said, they would go out to his wife would be talking. She'd go outside and get kind of information from people like that way also. But they also had people fill out these cards, and that's mainly how they did it. But if somebody was like had a cane or whatever, that they would put him in a wheelchair, and then they say that they would take the person up there, or whatever, and he would say, "Heard you can't walk," but because the person couldn't walk, they just couldn't walk well. They didn't want to correct him and stuff either in front of a big audience and shit.
Yeah.
And then he'd have him get up and take a step, and the guy was like, "I cannot read it," and kind of do that thing, and like, "Is this your chair?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, it's my chair, but it's like my." That's what I was using, but not like my chair. But you're not gonna do that shit. So,
right.
Yeah. I mean, there's videos of him like taking people's walkers and just shucking them and
get out of here.
Fucking funny.
And what was real dangerous, like he had people like he'd do like a prayer over the thing and like tell people they don't need their medication, and have them throw it on stage.
Yeah, that's fucking dangerous.
Oh man.
But I've actually been to. I don't think I've told y'all before. I've actually been to like this shit before, and it's pretty crazy how they have people like falling out. And I remember as a kid, they got this one guy who they healed him and took his wheelchair away and told him to take a step because he could walk, and he just crumpled.
Oh,
whoops!
Whoopsies!
God, what the fuck? They just crumpled and shit. I was like, holy shit, that didn't work out like it's supposed to.
Damn.
But yeah, it's but there are people. I mean, there are 24-hour Christian channels now where these people are just on constantly asking for money, and there are people just sending it to them. There were tons of horror stories online of people sending them money. The reason why I came up with this idea, there was it was an episode of Law and Order actually, where a pastor was riding around in a Bentley, and if your pastor's driving around in a Bentley, that's the wrong fucking church. Okay. But yeah,
unless you want to get that money.
I guess y'all never really experienced. Y'all never really went to church, have y'all? No.
Not the wrong church if you're the pastor.
No.
Oh yeah, no. I went to church.
I mean, my church
churches were
definitely
boring and white.
Yeah, didn't have any of this fucking shit going on.
Yeah.
I've been to church exactly 3 times in my life.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Lucky bastard.
And I've been to churches where they take up the offering.
Long line of atheists.
Long line of atheists. Keeping it going.
Fuck, I went to that Jehovah Witness church. Now that was a...
Yeah, were you trying to fuck a Jehovah Witness?
I knew I couldn't, but that was also my motivation.
That was your only motivation.
That's some fucking dedication, dude. You should have given your soul up to the fucking Lord.
I also went completely baked. I told myself it was going to be like this sociological experiment of like, what is it really like in a Jehovah Witness church? I was like, I can handle it.
I went to church
Scientology.
Yeah.
That was funny. I
Dude,
remember listening to that.
It was fucking terrifying, bro. I was like, I'm so glad I was high as fuck.
Well, yeah, it's like you kind of have to go in high and just like
Dude, they wouldn't let me out of there
totally
unless I
cool
bought
with
something.
fucking them.
They wouldn't let me out unless I brought something.
Oh boy.
I'm
See,
like,
Jehovah's Witnesses
Jesus
are more
Christ.
polite. But they will keep coming to your door every fucking
They
week.
they still mail me shit. Thank you very much, fellas. They are still mailing me shit.
Oh wow!
How many years ago was that?
That was years ago, and then y'all chickened out on the show. Like somebody didn't want to do the show, or whatever. But I'm like, what about my audio? Like I was in there just.
Like, your audio was like an hour and a half long.
Yeah, because they wouldn't let me leave, Mystic.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. We're not going to just play an hour and a half audio.
You have to
no, we're not making a
mumble
documentary here.
Right?
Yeah, it's just like, here's awkward Teddy trying to talk his way out of the fucking
sucking off Tom Cruise.
Dude, the chick out there they had me talking to was hot as fuck though.
The only way you're getting out of here is if you suck Tom Cruise's dick.
Right? If you don't buy something from the gift shop.
That's when Teddy just looks at him and goes, I'm going to have to fucking beat my way out of here. I ain't sucking nobody's dick.
I'm not,
that's when the action sequence starts.
I'm going down fighting.
Just swinging, just fucking yoking bitches in the face.
Turns into a fucking Mission Impossible movie.
fucking Tom Cruise is swinging down from the rafters.
All right. And that's the main topic. We're next up is our What's Sexy. We're gonna start off with Oracle and his fucking sick ass computer. Is that the one you're selling or the one you got?
So that's the one that I built. Let me bring that beast up.
That can't run Skype.
Yeah, the one that can't run Skype. It can fucking run games like a fucking champ, but it can't run Skype. It can run that
realistic fucking shooting game.
Yeah, so I wanted to get a 4070, the new generation of graphics cards that is somewhat reasonable in terms of price and performance.
It's like $600.
Yeah, $600. I got a little bit better one, but you can find them for $600 starting. And I go to put it into my Alienware case, and it wasn't even closed. So I was like, well, fuck, that's a problem. So then I'm like, you know what? Instead of me just getting a case and then I've got a computer and a half, why don't I just build another computer and I'll sell the Alienware? So that's what I did. I went out, got the case. I already had a power supply.
Had all the parts you needed there, or did you have to order some?
Best Buy had everything. So
That's kind of impressive these days.
Yeah, all of my components are Corsair. So I've got like this is a water-cooled CPU radiator here.
Well, they probably connect a little easier when it's all from the same brand too.
Yeah, definitely. The case is Corsair, so all the fans and everything. You got plenty of places to put stuff in there.
It's like a sexy discotheque.
Yeah.
And can the audience see it?
Well, they will be. Yeah. So
sexy discotheque.
Yeah, and just testing it out, playing games and shit. It's fucking awesome. It's doing a great job. That 4070, I was trying Cyberpunk with the new overdrive ray tracing mode, which is like super ray tracing, like the next gen shit that they don't even put on like production games, and it can run it. It looks fucking great. So really cool. And selling another one yet? I just started the auction today actually. So okay. Yeah. So it was fun, but it was a day of putting this shit together and getting everything wired up and
right. The wife is like, "What are you still working on that?"
Yeah, she got a little snippy with me because
of course
I'm like, here's my new graphics card. She just comes up and just like fucking pokes it. She's like, this thing? And I'm like, oh, what are you doing? I don't know if you have like static electricity or what, you know?
Friday, bro.
Oh my God. That's funny. Don't touch it.
Right.
God.
She's like, oh, well, I'm not going to touch anything then.
That's so
awesome. You're finally learning. Keep your hands off my stuff.
Right. So, yeah. That's good, but also fuck what you think has to do with the new computer too. I'll get
All
to
right.
that.
Those lights though, like they probably have the full like fucking color control.
Yeah, I've
shit.
got the control for it. I just kind of like the RGB.
Shit, now you got me wanting to build a new computer out of the shit I got over here. Man, fuck you.
So wait, can you give us an estimated total?
Mhm.
Okay, give us a total of the card and then what it took to build the computer for the card, because that's kind of where you're at.
I would say, well, I guess to give the specs on this has a 3070, a 4070 graphics card. I got my card, I think was about $680. I've got the latest generation of i5 processor in there. Nice motherboard, 64 gigs of RAM. Windows 11 Pro, 4 terabytes of SSD hard drive space, water-cooled CPU, bunch of fans and shit. I would say that total, it probably came to maybe about $1,800, including including the card.
Oh, including the card was $1,800.
So between, I would say 18 to 2,000. I'm not sure, but somewhere in there.
That's still a good, man. That's fucking cheap. I think in the sense of like, how much that's top stack.
Yeah, now's a good time actually for stuff. Especially like that Intel, because that's the last generation that they're going to be using that chipset with the motherboard. So it's kind of like, it's like you can get it a little bit.
Let me upgrade to Windows 11 because the fuck. Ooh, your fucking motherboard's too old.
Yeah. So,
bitch, please.
I don't know. It's fun. PC game is pain in the ass, but it's cool too.
All right. Next up, we got Mystic with Quasi.
This is a movie made for Hulu, I'm assuming. It's on Hulu. It's made by the Super Troopers dudes, the Broken Lizard guys.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the story, their telling of the story of Quasimodo. And it's pretty fucking funny. It reminds me a lot of a Mel Brooks movie, which I feel like you can't really get away from if you do a period piece like this.
Yeah, a period comedy.
Yeah, a period comedy like this. It's just, I mean, it's even though it feels like a Mel Brooks movie, it's so Super Troopers. You know what I mean? It's definitely got the Broken Lizard fucking humor.
Yeah.
Now, what's it on streaming?
Hulu.
Such a weird, random thing for them to do.
Right.
At least it seems like it.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, I
guess it'd be fun, but also, man, though, it is expensive to do period piece.
Yeah.
You can tell,
they play like 3 different characters, each one.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they saved money that way.
Sure.
Absolutely. Like, there's no one real famous in it besides them, I guess, and fucking the chick who plays the princess or the queen or whatever.
Have you watched the History of the World Part 2 that came out on Hulu?
No, I haven't seen that yet. Is it any good?
I saw, I think the first episode, but I was over at lady friend's place and drunk, so I can't remember.
Awesome.
Nice review.
She's like, "Who's Mel Brooks?" I'm like, "What?"
Have any of y'all seen History of the World Part 2 on Hulu yet?
No.
I drunkenly saw it.
I haven't watched it yet, but anyway, next up is me. Thank you for Quasi. I'm gonna check that shit out. Next up is me with Server Slam. So we're getting a third beta for Diablo 4. It's coming out It's gonna be May 12th through the 14th. It's gonna be open for everybody, and Blizzard is like asking everybody to hop on to try, do the whole crash the server things, try to get that fixed. Other gripes and concerns that people voiced in the first 2 betas are also going to be fixed in this one. I do believe they did nerf the Necro, which they always do. Oh yeah, looking forward to it. More Diablo.
Nerf the Necro.
The game comes out, I believe, June 6th or something. So that gives you, one more chance to play before a game comes out. Also, that is also the weekend that the new Zelda game comes out. So I'm curious how
Zelda game.
Yeah. If you've not seen the new Zelda the newest trailer for that Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom, you should go check that shit out.
Check that shit.
Gonna be good.
It's gonna be awesome. Next up is Ashtray with another goddamn story. Aerial burlesque with the girls.
Debauchery.
You sure they were all girls, right?
No, this is yeah. No, debaucherous. Nothing debaucherous. Debauchery is later, but no. If you're ever the aerial burlesque, I don't know if you've ever seen. They call it like scarf dancing.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Where it's like those long lengths of cloth that is tied up.
It's funny. At my kids' jump place, they have a couple of those. Where kids can do that shit. And I'm like, that's kind of weird to have those.
Kids hanging themselves on that
that's
shit.
That's the thing. Is like, I think there are some of those, like, in those gyms. Someone was telling me, because there's a place here in Madison, like, you sign up to practice that, like, you can't be alone. Because some of those moves, they actually, they're tying themselves
fucking
up.
snapping themselves down and then shit.
Rolling down. But like this, so this wasn't... This was one of like the pro burlesque shows. So it was like this troupe of 6 people who did like 5 fully different acts, but had multiple setups where they like hooked up into the big ceiling joist where it's like these bearing spinnings. So like there's this standard silk dancing they did, and then they did a similar like that, but with full on fucking chains. And then another is like the big fucking hoop that spins around. And another one was like a fucking metal, like a hexagon or like 6 or like, a 10-sided die, like a D&D dice kind of thing. Anyways, if you ever get a chance down in the Madison area, I think they do this every like couple months. Check out the aerial burlesque. Bring the wife on down. It's a good old time.
Yeah, she'd probably like that.
And for like, I think it was like 10.
As long as she doesn't touch anything.
$10 $10 cover charge. It's fucking really cool and impressive.
Nice.
So.
All right.
That woman kneeling in the front looks like, speaking of Law and Order, that looks a lot like that woman from Law and Order.
Oh my God, yeah. That Eric, you should put that up.
I can't remember what the fuck.
That's no, you're right. She's the one been in Law and Order for like 15 years, right?
Right. Mariska Hargitay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and she's in SVU. Yeah, I can't watch it anymore.
That is what she looks like.
Yeah. Okay, we're moving to what you think. First up, supposed to be Oracle, but you didn't have one in there.
I do. Hold on, I've got one. So I set up the goddamn computer, and then I go to do the show tonight. My fucking internet doesn't work. My Skype doesn't work. My OBS is fucked up when I go to start streaming. Yeah. So just the new computer woes of getting things set up. You don't realize how complex shit is and how you've got things locked in until you don't have it anymore, and then you have to do it again. Oh, there we go. There's my fuck what you think.
Fucking right. Resetting new equipment.
All right.
Fucking bullshit.
Next up is Mystic with the NFL.
So I'm watching the draft tonight.
Boy,
right?
Excruciating.
There's probably 100,000 people standing in a gigantic open field, staring at a fucking what's basically an auction block, cheering for young black men.
Yeah,
to be chosen one by one.
Yes.
To be gladiators on some fucking team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they turn it into a gigantic business. And I'm sorry, but it's
a
starting
show
to
in
really
itself.
disgust me, and I really don't care anymore.
Dude, yeah.
Right?
Look at Mr.
It's fucking crazy. It's fucking nuts how fucking crazy people are about it.
It looks
it's fucking. I mean, you're grown men watching people pick teams, and y'all are just all
like what the fuck are you doing?
I'm like, right? It's
I mean, is it part of those and here's the stat nerds and the fantasy people who want to know exactly who's new?
There's just
it doesn't really matter.
Hammered, drunk idiots.
Yeah.
Standing in an open field, listening to fucking Roger Goodell go, and with the 14th pick, the fucking Patriots take. Who gives a fuck? Who the fucking Patriots?
Everybody just woo at every pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we doing, man? This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Well, it's become more and more of a spectacle, has it not?
Absolutely.
It used to be that.
Well, not even
20 years ago.
Well, not even that. It's they've even now that you can pay it's before this they couldn't pay the kids, so these kids were killing themselves to get to that moment. and then now they're doing it with
right in the field.
Now they're doing it with the high school kids where they're fucking they're selection day and shit. Like they're making a big deal out of that shit too now.
Oh yeah, they're gonna talk about fucking those kids up in the head. Holy shit, high school kids.
Oh
yeah, high school kids. Like selection. What college are you gonna go to?
Oh, is that similar? Yeah, is that the or similar to those reading the letters, acceptance letter, viral TikToks? Like,
no, it has nothing. It is nothing like that. It's they literally go on a table and sign the contracts or intents to fucking it's a fucking formal stupid thing.
Well, no, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about when it's selection day when they put the hat on. They got like 3 hats, like the kids like I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the same thing.
Okay.
But like, kudos to the NFL almost though, for managing to turn picking teams into a fucking spectacle. You know
they're making money,
right?
Like, that's crazy, dude.
And you know what's funny? It only the sports with mostly black, like basketball and football, are the only ones that have drafts like that. Like, there's no. I mean, all the other sports have a draft.
Baseball draft, like nobody even pays attention.
You know, kids get a hockey draft. Nobody gives a shit.
Right.
You know, it's. But when it comes to football and basketball, you know, which is like 80% black, it's fucking it's this whole spectacle picking
That's a good point.
It's weird, it's fucking weird. And everybody's like,
and basketball isn't even as horrible, isn't even as fucked up as football, man. Football is by far
it's
the craziest draft.
Yeah. When it was here in Nashville a couple years ago, I'll talk about that. It was my turn because my fucking thing is the draft too.
All right.
Next up, we have Ashtray. Colorado teens take memento photo after hurling rock through woman's car window.
Right. This is one of those fucking red meat stories where it's like nobody could argue with this. Everyone's going to think this is some fucking bullshit. Yeah. These 3 18-year-old high school seniors, I guess they've been doing this since February. What? They call it a twisted rock throwing spree. Where they've been taking, sounds like it wasn't just like, oh, some rocks we found on the side of the road. No, it's like fucking stone pavers that you do landscaping with.
Oh, Jesus like big rocks and shit.
30-pound, 40-pound fucking slabs of rock, dude.
Or like more. You know, or even as pavers, you know, they're probably more like 15, but 15 pounds.
Oh, the little ones that you like step on. Okay, yeah.
Damn.
Either way, like still like light enough that you can hurl it. It sounds like they're driving down the high-speed highway, but still 2 lanes where you could throw it over to the other side and hit a car. They've been doing this since February.
Wow.
And, this time they
were they in the car when they threw the rock?
Oh yeah, they were in the car when they threw the rock. They threw the rock from the car. They
so I don't know if they're on the side of the road like Chuck and Murray.
Yeah, they're driving. It sounds like, from what I understand, like they're driving in a car, throwing rocks out at oncoming traffic. As
that's fucked up. If you're doing 70 miles an hour, you're gonna hit that.
So you're already going. Yeah, you got the momentum of your rock.
Your momentum plus their momentum.
Equal opposite momentum from their end.
Yeah.
They hit this 20-year-old driver. young woman who was Alexa Bartel. Anyways, shut up, Alexa. They turned around. They're like, we got to go back and check that out. Jesus fucking Christ, my TV, I'll kill you.
Jesus Christ, what's going on? Rise of the fucking robots over there.
She who should not be named turned my television on.
Oh. That's funny.
Anyways, these kids actually turned around to go to the other side of the highway, slowed down, and took a photo of her car as she's dead. And yeah, anyways, they've been arrested. They fucked their lives up. Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with these kids?
Where are these kids' parents? Like,
yeah.
I mean, they were 18-year-old seniors. I mean, it's
18-year-old seniors. They're fucking.
Yeah, but
they fucked their lives up now.
I would never do something like that when I was 18. Would you guys do something
no,
like that?
No, not like that. That's crazy. I mean, you might as well just like shoot randomly at cars or something.
I just scroll down into the article. You're seeing the fucking
not quite to deadliness. I had a friend once fucking take a whole fucking jar of Jif peanut butter. It's so mean, but when I think about it, it was fucking hilarious. As a punk ass teenager, he fucking took this plastic. It was a plastic jar. I'm like, it was plastic, not glass. But a jar of Jif ass peanut butter and rifled it out and hit an Amish cart's horse on the side of the head. It was just like, it's so mean, but it was just like, it's terrible.
Dude,
it's funny looking.
Dude, I blew a cow up with a half stick of dynamite. So I did stupid shit when I was 18. Yeah. Right. I didn't mean to. It was dumb. You know what I mean? I meant to blow the fence up, but the cows are stupid. One came toward the fucking thing, and half of it fucking blew apart when the fucking stick went off. It's like what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? What are you
Jesus Christ! Moving on to Teddy. Thank you for the admission of guilt on air. All right, you're gonna edit that part out.
I think the statute of limitations is probably up on it.
All that wasted hamburger belt? No. Next up is Teddy with me with the NFL draft. I was pretty much hitting on the same thing Mitch was gonna say. One, it's kind of weird that everybody's cheering these black men that fucking that until I guess this year, last year, fucking busted their ass to get there for free. It's grown men watching people pick teams. It's fucking retarded. Like what? Like were you not picked as in high school or whatever, or when I started to play kickball or something? What is the allure of that, especially for a team you're not gonna play for? It's just fucking.
Like, okay, I get having like a ceremony or something like they do the Heisman, you know what I mean? Where it's like a ballroom and they have fucking people attending, like all the people that are in the draft attend and you get picked. But like literally, there's hundreds of thousands of people watching this live. What do you think you're gonna do here or see?
Right. What are you gonna know that you're not gonna be able to learn the next day in the papers?
Yeah.
Right. When it was here in Nashville, like people
waste the money.
I mean, it's kind of like election night.
No, it's not.
Well, in the sense that people will stay up when it's just like you can learn this shit
it is the same thing. I mean, it's the same concept. They have watch parties and fucking, you know.
Yeah. But like I said, here in Nashville, it was raining, and there were people still standing out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you can go anywhere near downtown. And the worst part about it is tomorrow I'm going to go into work. People are like, you see what Detroit took? No. Well,
I'll figure it out when the season starts.
Out when they start playing.
If
he even makes the motherfucking
exactly.
team,
Let's see what happens after preseason.
After preseason. Oh man, we got this blow up.
I remember the Nashville one, like all the fucking bridal parties or whatever.
Yeah, we're pissed. Yeah,
we're pissed off. And
yeah, because they didn't know that we in downtown was.
Somebody showed me a headline today, Scott, from when that happened. He was like, because they went to that, and some chick was like saying that she's like, I'm never gonna let my husband watch football again, and he's like, yeah, good luck with that. What the fuck? That makes no sense.
Yeah, they were upset because downtown was fucking locked down. Like you can go anywhere near downtown.
It's also the multi-level like media like collaboration where even I watched the stupid Today Show in the morning getting ready for work, and it's like they have those stories where it's like, are you ready to be an NFL mom? Oh, I was born for this. And it's like talking about her son going to be getting drafted. It's like, Jesus.
Right.
Because everyone, they're pandering to those mothers who hope their son get drafted by the NFL. Because I've been born for this.
Yeah, there was one NFL player. He was like, when it was weird because when he finally did get drafted, like the minute he got drafted to Miami, like you said, let's wait till after preseason. Like shit hadn't started yet. And the moment he got drafted, like the day after, like his mother moved down to Miami, like his father hadn't seen him while moved down to Miami, like all his uncles, aunts, like all these people moved down to Miami because when he made it to the NFL, they had made it.
Right.
Right.
Like,
yeah. It's like the whole family now.
Yeah.
And it's like, who's paying for that?
No. Yeah.
Well, that is our show. Go fuck yourself, you greedy ass fucking pastors. Fuck, I can't remember the
Trans hating Terrier.
Tammy Faye
J.K.
Baker.
Growling.
Tammy Faye J.K. Growling. Yes.
You remember Tammy Faye Baker with all that makeup?
Oh yeah.
She was the wife of who again? One of those pastors, right?
Jim Baker, yeah. The guy who cried.
Guy who cried.
It was the best fucking shirt I've ever seen. A friend of mine had a shirt. It was a white shirt, and it had like a face print, but it was like a makeup face print. So it was like blue, and you know what I mean. Like you could tell it was like a chick wearing makeup. And it just said, "I ran into Tammy Faye at the mall."
That's pretty fucking funny. Yeah, go fuck yourself, you fucking
fuckity fucks.
Bitch. I remember having to watch her. Oh my god, just a horrible childhood. That's our show. Make sure you join the conversation at the Red Eye Doc. That's our show.
At FedEx.com.
FedEx.com.
Make sure you join our conversation at theredeyereport.com or Facebook.com/The Red Eye Report. Like and share the fuckers. We're down for whatever. I'm Teddy.
I'm Oracle.
This could be the Ashtray.
I'm Mystic. Are you fucking kidding me, Skype?
What happened?
It fucked up my punchline. Did you guys even hear the motherfucker?
No.
So it just had the makeup face and it said, "I ran into Tammy Faye at the mall."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we heard that. Yeah,
we heard that.
Oh, you heard that part? Yeah, that's the
punchline.
punchline. That's great, dude.
Yeah.
Tammy Faye. Never mind. You have to know who Tammy Faye Baker is. Fuck all of
put a picture up.
We laughed. You want to put a picture
up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus.
Fine. All right, dude.
Didn't they do a biopic recently of that? Or her?
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Right. I gotta get about here.
All right.
Later.
Later.
Good talking with you schmucks.
Yep. See ya.
You sluts.
Stick
You're
your
all
fucking
sluts.
dick in her mouth.